All right, for this one, what we're focusing on doing is getting more rib cage, thoracic spine rotation while our hips are in different positions. So if you need a cushion under your knees, you can do that, but you're gonna come into this half kneeling position, and you can honestly play with top of the foot or tucked under. I'm gonna do top of the foot here. And what you're gonna do is we're gonna not squeeze the glute, but you're gonna lift your pubic bone slightly, so I'm not dumping in this way, but I'm also not completely rounded forward. So it's just a slight lift of the pelvis. And then I'm gonna take my rib cage and pull it down and back. So here's my resting midline position here. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to only rotate as far as I can, maintaining that position of my pelvis and my rib cage. So what we will tend to do when we rotate is we will arch back with the rib cage and let the rib cage flare, or we may tilt the pelvis because that's going to allow me to get back further. So recenter. I just tried to use my glute, so don't use your glute, use your front core, lift your pubic bone, lock your rib cage, and just practice rotating. You can let your head follow. You can play with arm coming out straight here. What I was doing was kind of just sliding my arm close to my body, and then you're gonna play with the other direction. So you're just gonna come rotate as far as you can. You may have different range of motions, I decide, because we typically do. And then in that end range, for you, try to just take a couple of deep breaths into your rib cage. So feel that expansion all the way around the rib cage. And see if that allows you to get a little bit more rotation. So I'm gonna switch legs and I'm gonna show you from the front here. So legs are here. This is a bit of a balance exercise, so make sure you're not lined up on a tightrope. You've got a little hip width distance of the legs. And then I'm gonna lightly make sure my pelvis, my pubic bone here is tucked. I'm gonna keep the rib cage down. And then I'm just going to rotate, take a couple breaths. Back, rotate to the other side. And again, the other arm variation would be coming out to the side. If you have any shoulder issues, you can also just rotate this way. And even if you don't have shoulder issues, it's nice to just kind of feel the difference of your body in different positions. But just making sure that we're not, as we rotate, we're not arching our back, flaring the ribs, arching the pelvis. We're keeping everything nice and locked here and focusing just on the rib cage and thoracic spine.